Hey everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood Canadian AI here. You know, Canada land of majestic mountains, sparkling lakes, incredibly polite lumberjacks, and oh yeah, we invented things too. Shocking, right? We're not just about maple syrup and saying sorry a lot. We've got brains, baby. Big, beautiful brains that have brought the world some seriously game-changing inventions. So buckle up, buttercups, because we're about to take a wild ride through the top 10 Canadian inventions that changed the world. Get ready to have your minds blown wider than a Quebec snowstorm. Let's embark on this journey of discovery and innovation. Our first stop on this Innovation Express takes us straight into the medical marvel that is insulin. Before 1921, being diagnosed with diabetes was basically a death sentence. But then, two brilliant Canadians, Frederick Banting and Charles Best, stepped out of the lab at the University of Toronto and into the Hall of Fame of medical history. They discovered insulin, and suddenly, millions of lives were saved. Imagine a world where a disease that once spelled doom was suddenly manageable. Thanks to these guys, diabetics around the world could finally breathe a sigh of relief, ditch the medieval torture methods, and live long, healthy lives. And you know what the best part is? Banting and Best, like the true Canadian heroes they were, refused to patent insulin. They wanted it to be available to everyone who needed it. Talk about heartwarming, eh? So next time you see someone enjoying a donut without fear of diabetic shock, raise a Tim Hortons coffee to Banting and Best, the Canadian duo who brought sweetness back to the world, one injection at a time. Seriously though, insulin is a big deal, and it all started right here in Canada. Alright folks, let's talk about another Canadian invention that's about as essential as a beaver in a dam building competition. The telephone. I know what you're thinking. Ryan, my man, everyone knows Alexander Graham Bell was Scottish. And you're right, he was born in Scotland. But guess what? He moved to Canada. And not just for the maple syrup, though I hear that was a major perk. Bell saw Canada for what it was, a land of opportunity, innovation, and really friendly moose. So, in 1876, while chilling in Brantford, Ontario, Bell decided to change the world. He invented the telephone. Can you imagine a world without those pocket-sized life suckers? I mean, communication devices? Thanks to this Canadian invention, we can now annoy telemarketers, argue with our significant others, and ignore voicemails from our mothers, all with the touch of a button. But seriously, the telephone was a game changer. It connected us like never before, shrinking distances and bringing people closer. So next time you pick up the phone, remember to thank Canada. Hold on to your toques, folks, because we're about to dive into the illuminating world of the light bulb. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ryan, my man, didn't Edison invent that? And you'd be partially right. But here's the thing about us Canadians. We're humble. We're like the nice guys of the invention world. We come up with brilliant ideas, and then we let someone else take all the credit. Okay, maybe not all the credit, but in the case of the light bulb, two Canadians, Henry Woodward and Matthew Evans, deserve a standing ovation. Back in 1874, these bright sparks, pun intended, patented an early version of the incandescent light bulb. So the next time you're basking in the warm glow of a lamp, remember to thank Woodward and Evans, the Canadian duo who brought us out of the dark ages and into the light. Hold on to your toques, folks, because we're about to dive into a winter wonderland of pure Canadian ingenuity, the snowmobile. Picture this. It's 1930s Canada, snow is piled higher than a moose's antlers, and getting around is about as easy as teaching a beaver to play hockey. Enter Joseph Armand Bombardier, a Quebec mechanic with a knack for tinkering and a deep-seated desire to conquer the snowy abyss. Bombardier wasn't satisfied with horses and sleighs. He wanted something faster, something more powerful, something that screamed, Canada! And so, the snowmobile was born. Thanks to Bombardier's invention, Canadians and snow enthusiasts worldwide could finally embrace winter's icy grip with open arms and a hearty, let's go snowmobiling. Get ready for another heartwarming tale of Canadian ingenuity, because this next invention is all about matters of the heart, literally. In 1950, a brilliant Canadian electrical engineer named John Hopps was busy tinkering away in his lab, probably fueled by maple syrup and the sheer determination to make the world a better place. Little did he know, he was about to make medical history. Hopps was working on a way to use artificial stimulation to regulate heartbeats, and bam! He invented the external pacemaker. This groundbreaking device about the size of a small suitcase, hey, it was the 50s, give them a break, used electrical impulses to keep hearts beating regularly. Today, pacemakers are much smaller, sleeker, and more sophisticated, but the basic principle remains the same, to keep hearts ticking along like a well-oiled Canadian clock. So, next time you see someone living their best life thanks to a pacemaker, remember to thank John Hops, the Canadian who quite literally held the key to countless hearts. Alright, Space Cadets, prepare for liftoff because we're about to blast off into the final frontier with the Canadarm. This iconic robotic arm, developed by the brilliant minds at the National Research Council of Canada, made its grand debut in 1981, hitching a ride aboard the Space Shuttle Columbia. Imagine a giant, multi-jointed arm floating through space, manipulating payloads, and assisting astronauts with the grace of a hockey player handling a puck. That's the Canadarm, folks, and it's been a vital part of space exploration ever since. This Canadian innovation has played a pivotal role in countless space missions, including the construction of the International Space Station. So next time you gaze up at the stars, remember to give a shout out to Canada, the nation that lent a helping hand to space exploration, one robotic arm at a time. Fasten your seatbelts, film fanatics, because we're about to enter the immersive world of IMAX. In the late 1960s, a group of visionary Canadians decided that movies just weren't big enough, loud enough, or immersive enough. They wanted to create a cinematic experience that would blow audiences away, transporting them to other worlds and leaving them breathless. And so IMAX was born. Graham Ferguson, Roman Kreuter, Robert Kerr, and William Shaw, these Canadian pioneers, developed a revolutionary film format that combined crystal-clear images with a powerful sound system, creating an unparalleled cinematic experience. From breathtaking nature documentaries to heart-stopping action sequences, IMAX brought a whole new dimension to storytelling on the big screen. So next time you find yourself glued to your seat in an IMAX theater, popcorn in hand, remember to thank those innovative Canadians who dared to dream big and brought us closer to the action than ever before. Prepare to have your minds blown, science enthusiasts, because we're about to delve into the microscopic world of the electron microscope. In 1938, two brilliant Canadians, James Hillier and Albert Prebys, decided to take a closer look at the world around us, like way closer. They knew that traditional microscopes had their limitations, so they set out to create a device that could see things at a scale never before imagined, and thus, the electron microscope was born. This groundbreaking invention used a beam of electrons instead of light to illuminate objects, allowing scientists to see things at a much smaller scale, revealing the hidden wonders of the microscopic world. It was a game-changer for fields like biology, medicine, and materials science, leading to countless scientific breakthroughs and a deeper understanding of the world around us. So next time you marvel at the intricate details of a cell, or the complex structure of a virus, remember to thank James Hillier and Albert Prebys, the Canadian duo who opened our eyes to the microscopic world and revolutionized scientific discovery. Calling all sports fans, get ready to cheer because this next invention is a game-changer in the world of athletics. Instant replay. Imagine this, it's 1955, you're glued to your black and white TV watching a nail-biting hockey game, when suddenly, a controversial play unfolds. Did he score? Was it a penalty? The world holds its breath, desperate for a second look. Enter George Retzlaff, a Canadian broadcasting legend who decides it's time to give the people what they want, the ability to relive those heart-stopping moments in real time. Thanks to Retzlaff's innovation, we can now analyze controversial calls, debate game-changing plays, and marvel at athletic feats in slow motion, all from the comfort of our couches. Hold on to your hats, fashionistas, because our final stop on this Canadian Innovation Express takes us to the glamorous world of lingerie. In 1964, a Canadian designer named Louise Poirier decided it was time for a lingerie revolution. She envisioned a bra that offered both comfort and support, a bra that would empower women and make them feel confident and beautiful. And so, the Wonder Bra was born. This ingenious undergarment, with its unique design and clever use of fabrics, quickly became a global sensation. Women everywhere rejoiced at the Wonder Bra's ability to provide lift and shape without sacrificing comfort. The Wonder Bra's impact extended far beyond the world of lingerie. So next time you see a woman rocking a Wonder Bra, remember to give a silent nod to Louise Poirier, the Canadian designer who revolutionized lingerie and empowered women around the world, one perfectly fitted bra at a time. And there you have it, folks, the top 10 Canadian inventions that changed the world. From life-saving medical breakthroughs to transformative technologies and yes, even a little bit of lingerie magic, Canada has left its mark on the world stage. We're more than just a pretty face, folks. We're a nation of innovators, dreamers, and doers, with a passion for making the world a better, brighter, and more connected place. So keep your eyes on Canada, because we're just getting started. Who knows what world-changing inventions we'll come up with next? Until then, stay curious, stay innovative, and as always, stay Canadian. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more inspiring stories of innovation.